Hey YouTube, it's Tams, the Wicked Witch. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I've had a few requests for this one. So as you can tell by the video, today's video is rope magic. And I love rope magic. It's very interesting and I hope you guys will find it interesting. Before I start, thank you to my new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Please give us a thumbs up for the videos. It really helps the channel and all that. So yeah, hi, welcome. So rope magic. I think everybody knows what a witch's ladder is, but if you don't know what a witch's ladder is, apologise for my massive weird hair today. It's very spiky. Yeah, witch's ladders. We have witches' ladders hanging around in properties, in our cars, outside our properties and all over the place. Most witches do. They make ladders. Ladders are basically either wool or string or rope or ribbons or something like hair plaited with knots, and inside the knots are spells and charms and things to keep you safe. So when we talk about rope magic, we're talking about all kinds of things we can do with rope, but one of the most common is witches' ladders. So with a witch's ladder, you are taking your rope or your, some people use human hair or horse's hair in the old days, ribbon or twine or, you know, some kind of cord, whatever you want, knitting wool. Knitting wool is quite pretty, you can get all the different colours, you can plait it down, and then you would take your first knot. You would put your intent in, you could write what you wanted into the knot and then tie it really tight. If your knot comes undone, so does your magic. So you must remember to do your knots tight. And you can work your way down the ladder. Something that I like to do is I like to chant however many knots I'm going to have, whether it's whatever sort of magic it is. I have a little chant, so maybe knot of 1, this spell's begun, knot of 2, make it true, knot of 3, so mote it be, and so on and so forth as you go down the ladder, all depending on how many knots you're going to have. So your intent is what goes into those knots. Now, yes, you can write it down. Yes, you could add charms. Yes, you could add anything you want. You could put a little sprinkle of graveyard dirt in each knot to give it a little bit of oomph if you wanted to. But it's your intent going into those knots that's going to power the spell up and tie them tight so it doesn't come undone. Otherwise, you've got to do it again. So rope magic, which is ladders, you can use for anything, any kind of spell work, so literally anything you want. A very popular one is protection of the house. If you have your ladder, I put cinnamon in mine. You know, if you watch my channel, I love cinnamon sticks for protection. My mum the same, we always use cinnamon in our home for protection, and a nice kind of cool way to display it is to add the sticks in down the ladder, so it's almost like a little wooden rope ladder at the end, but as you do your protection knot, you put in a cinnamon stick into the side and it's all tied in. You can even sew it in after to make sure that none of it can come undone. And if it's like protection, you'd hang that up, and you could always make another one and another one, because they just hang, you know, as you want to make more, rather than take them. If it's outside, it will be soggy, and when they get a bit tatty, you can just make another one. If you was making a spell specifically for something and it's ended, then I would suggest that you use something that's biodegradable and you will bury it because it's done with. So once your spell's done with, that ladder's no longer in use, you want to get rid of it. So you would bury it away from your property, and you really should use something that can rot into the ground. So nothing that's plastic or anything like that. If you wanted to do some kind of healing, you could use like certain colours, like with walls and stuff like that. You could use greens and things for I always use green for healing, and I don't know why, because green is also the colour that people go when they don't feel well. But if any kind of healing to me is green, I don't know why I think that. But I always use healing green, and it's weird because I always want to use rose quartz as well for a bit of love and a bit of self-healing, but I always think, and by green I mean poppets. If I'm making a healing poppet, it will be green, or rope, like it'd be green wool for healing stuff. It's really weird, I don't know why. I don't know if any of you guys do it as well, but I always feel that the poppet and the wool or the rope or whatever should be green for that, or something on it should be green if it's for healing. I'm, you know, just that's something that I just like to use. Yeah, you can use the knots for anything. If you know, just your little piece of, you know, rope or wool or whatever, you put in your knots, and you know, you put in your intentions, and it's all about the intentions at the end of the day, and getting that intent in there and getting it out to the universe that makes our spells work. And rope magic is potent. It really is. It's really powerful. You know, set up a circle, cast your circle, do what you normally do, and then get going with your knots and do, you know, anything you want. You can do healing, you can do prosperity, you can do good luck, you can do things for fast money, you can do love, you know, self-love, make people fall in love with you, which I don't agree with, but people do love a bit of love magic. You could do kind of sex magic, spice up your sex life by tying certain things into the knots. Remove curses, curse somebody. You know, it's there's two sides to magic. It's not all smiley, it's not all smiles and love and light, is it? There's two sides to magic. So if you wanted a bit of revenge on somebody, rope and knot magic is very, very good for that. If you wanted to wish somebody harm, same. If you was making jars against somebody, whether it be to punish someone for something, if somebody tried to take your job or something like that, you could strangle the situation with rope and then tie a final knot in it to end it, as in tie the rope around the jar and strangle it, or strangle the poppet. Not to strangle the person, strangle the situation. I didn't mean it like, as in, you know, if you're using a poppet, which people call voodoo dolls. If you wanted to end a relationship, you would use certain ingredients, and you know, you would use rope and tie in the knots as appropriate with the names and all the bits and pieces. You know, you could use it in that way as well if you so wished. So something else which is really nice, and I think at this time we're all in lockdown in the UK and probably all over the world, although I do keep seeing pictures of the other places in the world, and none of them are wearing any masks, and they're all parading around. I don't know what all that's about, but, and they are in the UK as well, but you know, it's a terrible situation we're in, and when we go out, we are risking our lives going outside. I know a lot of people don't believe it. They think it's a big hoo-ha and it's not real. Well, I do. So yes, we have a major issue and people are dying. It's serious. So protection bangles, you know, you could make friendship bangles, protection bangles with rope or twine or cords, pretty cords that you make bangles with, and you could tie the knots in for friendship, for love, and also, you know, for protection against COVID when you go out. You know, there's lots of things you can do with knots and rope. So it's all about the intent going in. You don't need anything fancy. Piece of rope, some knitting wool. You can buy knitting wool in the pound shop and places like that. Pretty old colours. It doesn't have to be synthetic knitting wool. If you're vegan, you know, you won't want proper wool. You can get that in the pound shop. You can make some really pretty ladders. You can use cinnamon sticks to hype up your protection for your home. You know, you could write like your door number and your name of your road, and just tuck little things in, and or people's names if you was protecting family. It's all sorts of things you can do with rope, and it's all really down to you what you want to do, because you can actually do any kind of spell, anything you want with rope for ladder magic and knot magic. So yeah, have fun with it. People braid hair. People's hair, braiding in the hair. Now they don't tie in knots as such, but they braid in intent into the hair, and also some people braid in tiny little messages into the hair, like good luck with exams or your driving test, or you know, good luck for an operation or something like that. So there's so many things you can do, lots of healing, a few naughty things as well if you wanted to go down that path. So yeah, we're coming around to 10 minutes, so I better shut up now. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm going to do a few of these this week, so keep a look out. Have a look at my playlist. Give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.